Hi parents and students, this is my video for the parent-teacher conferences. I just wanted to go over a couple of very common things that a lot of people have questions about or might need some information about. And then I'll talk just a little bit about each class and what we're doing in those classes. So the first thing is with your student's grade in Skyward, I have Canvas is what we use to give us students assignments, and I grade them through Canvas, and I sync Canvas every evening. So if your student turns something in late and wants to see their score updated in Skyward, it will usually happen the following day as grades get synced at night. There has been a little bit of an issue the last couple weeks where Canvas has turned off the syncing for old assignments, so I've tried to make sure that those are set to go back on, and hopefully we can kind of solve that problem. One thing I'd like you to note, if you're curious about your students' work or what they need to do, you can have your student log into Canvas and go to their home page. And this is the same for whichever class I'm teaching, whether it's college career awareness or whether it's digital literacy, intro to digital design, which is also called exploring technology, and web development. Every single one of those courses has a homepage that looks like this, where there's a calendar with each day, what we're doing on each day with links for those assignments that we're doing that day. And there's also a tab for Wednesdays. So if you click on the Wednesdays tab, you can see what they're supposed to be doing on the Wednesday, and it's in a table listed by date with links for what's happening those days. There's also a tab on grading that just goes over my grading policy. I'd like to kind of review that for you really quickly. All missing assignments will be scored at 50%, not a 0. I'll give them 50% for assignments that are missing. So you may see a bunch of F's in Skyward that are 50%. That really means that your student hasn't turned it in. The only thing I'll put a 0 in for is a quiz. So if it's a quiz that's on Canvas, then your student may have a 0 for that instead of 50%. Late work and resubmitted work, I will give full credit for any late work or resubmitted work up until the last day of the quarter. And I try to keep up to date on stuff that's turned in late or resubmitted every day. Vacations, if you are planning on a vacation, your student can get online and see what they're doing ahead of time. It can be difficult for students to be able to do homework or get caught up because of vacations if they're gone for an extended amount of time. So I would make sure as you're doing your planning for your family vacations that you talk with your children to make sure that they're okay with it and that they feel that they can get caught up and stay caught up in the classes that they are missing. There's also usually a link to tools, which will also have some tools there for that specific class. There's a link over here on the left to grades where students can go to their grades and they can see specifically what their grade is on those specific assignments, whether it's missing. This is, of course, the grades for test students, so there's really no scores here. But you can see here that they can be given a grade here. Sometimes if there is something that they didn't get full credit on, but they did turn it in, so maybe they got 18 out of 20 instead of 10 out of 20. Usually there'll be a little speech bubble right here that they can click on where I've left them a comment of what needs to be fixed to get full credit. So really quickly, my college and career awareness classes, we are doing some family and consumer science and health science units where we're just giving them a little bit of an introduction to different kinds of activities that relate to careers in those fields. In my digital literacy class, we do spend every day some time doing typing practice, and most of your students are caught up. If they are not caught up, they can get to keyboarding online and do that from home as well. But that will be a big part of their grade this term, as well as the other assignments that are our daily assignments. In my intro to digital design class, we are finishing Illustrator. And in my web development class, we just started doing cascading styles where we're learning how to add colors and fonts and stuff to the pages that we build in HTML. It's been a joy so far. I've been so glad to be in class with all of your students, and I look forward to having a great rest of the year. If you have any questions, email me is best. Reynolds at alpinedistrict.org.